Engagement ring. Hey, we all know what that's about. When a couple is planning to get married, engagement ring is given in the anticipation of the marriage going forward. But what happens if the marriage does not go forward? What happens to the ring? Well, we've talked about that before. Matter of fact, that was one of our first video blogs. The reason we're talking about it again today is these cases keep coming along, and the decision isn't always the same. This case arose in Tennessee. And in Tennessee, we had a typical situation where we had a man and a woman. He gave her an engagement ring in anticipation of getting married. Unfortunately, the marriage didn't go forward. He said, marriage didn't go forward, I get the ring back. She said, don't get the ring back. It has nothing to do with a marriage. You gave me a ring. Matter of fact, you gave it to me on Christmas, therefore it's an unequivocal gift. Well, they couldn't get this thing squared away. So the case went to court. It was tried in a trial court, and then it was appealed all the way up to the Tennessee Supreme Court. Must have been a very expensive ring. Tennessee Supreme Court looked at this, considered both arguments. And really, what is the argument? The argument in the law has to do with conditional gifts. We generally don't think about conditional gifts, but there are gifts, just like sometimes there are payments, that are conditioned upon something happening. Marriage is a prime example of that. Many people consider that a ring is given as a token that a marriage is going to go forward. If the marriage doesn't go forward, then the condition upon which the ring was given isn't fulfilled and the ring goes back. That's the argument. Other people, in this instance, the young lady was arguing, wait, it's an unequivocal gift, I get to keep it. Supreme Court in Tennessee looked at it, came away and said, young lady, you are wrong. It is a conditional gift. He wants it back, and he gets it back. All right. Is that the way every court's going to decide it? No. It varies from state to state. Tennessee Supreme Court pointed out there were other courts that viewed this a little differently, not the least of which is Connecticut. Some states, like California, even have a statute that says if a ring is given in anticipation of marriage and the marriage doesn't go forward, then the ring goes back if the person wants it back. Okay, point of this is that the law isn't always the same in every state. But when you go in to buy a ring, do you see there in the jewelry store big banners posted that says, in this state, hey, it's a conditional gift, and in the event the marriage doesn't go forward, the ring can go back to the person who gave it in the event they want it back. You see those posters? No, you don't. So you need to be aware of what's going to happen here. In the event you have any concerns this marriage may not go forward. And all you have to do, frankly, is ask a local attorney, generally a general practitioner, and they will tell you. Because usually there is some case that has been decided by a state Supreme Court. This is something that's been litigated up one side and down the other. But the long story short on this is it may vary, and what happens in your state may be different than what happens in the state next door. All right, we bring you this legal video as we bring you legal videos every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.